Hi again. So following my tutorial about how to edit and publish your ebook, I am now doing the same for the paperback. So also using the KDP platform on Amazon, and that's it. Let's get started. So in this case, this is the document that I prepared to upload on Amazon, and as you can see, I was being more careful with the font and the style and so on. I'm going to be just going over the titles and subtitles so that you can see the type of font that I chose, the size. These are, well, after a few years of publishing here, so I think that these are some of my favorite features right now. So as you can see, I even put like the capital letters slightly bigger, like 2 units bigger. Also for my title, for my name, and then I put this kind of well, the details and information to contact me and stuff, and details about copyright. And the font that I chose for most of the document is actually Times New Roman. That's the one that I think that it looks best after having tried so many different types. So I just changed as you see, the font in the titles, but other than that, it's Times New Romans. There you are. So you can see the font type and size up there. Something I like doing, it's for the first capital letter in the chapter, I go here and I'm going to create a letter that goes over 2 lines. So you go like this. 3 lines is too much, so I just make it 2 lines, and there you are. This just for the first, well, the beginning of every chapter there. For the rest of paragraphs and for also when you start a dialogue, I am using tabulations. So you can go there, and then I just want to make it a bit smaller, so it's 125 centimeters by default, but I just want half a centimeter. And then by clicking on the tab key, you'll be able to have the right amount of space there before you start your paragraph. That's something I've done with every single paragraph in my story, in my novel, and also in front of every beginning of a conversation. As you can see, this work is in Catalan. Therefore, in Catalan and Spanish, we use these hyphens to start a dialogue. But for those of you who write in English, what you do is basically use these kind of marks, quotation marks, that I'm going to show you in a bit. I just want to show you how, before I put these hyphens, there is always this tab. Okay, so you can see what dialogues look like. It's actually a great difference in style than if you don't do it. And you can see here one in English, a sample in English, and again what I've done exactly the same. I've added the tab, but then instead of a hyphen, you have like actually these quotation marks where the dialogue starts. But again, the tabs are there. There you are. Okay, so, and as you can see, I put at the beginning of every chapter that big capital letter. The index is something I put at the very end of the document. That's something that it's done like this nowadays, and it's going to be our main headache when it comes to uploading the document on Amazon. And you'll see that at the moment what I am doing is just putting the number pages of the document I have, but once it's uploaded on Amazon, It will change slightly the size of the pages. So we'll have some chapters that are not in the right place, and we'll have to basically redesign the redesign the whole index. And this will have to be done 3 times or 4 times or 5 times. I don't know. This process of changing, re-uploading, reviewing, and then changing again. So it's going to take like about 1 or 2 hours of your time. I'm going to skip most of it here, so you don't have to have like a 2-hour tutorial for that, but you'll see what I mean in a bit. So, because I prepared all this information for the ebook, it's exactly the same, and even my description is there, and it's going to be the same. So I don't have to change any of that. Though that's all fine, and I can just even the keywords, the categories. Okay, adult content, no. It's all great, so I can already save and continue. There you are. And then a free ISBN, that's something that I recommend. This way you don't have to pay for it. And Amazon offers you a free one for each book that you upload. It's an American, from the United States ISBN, but it doesn't really matter nowadays what's the country of origin of that number. So I copy this, and I already include it also on that page where I had the information about my novel. This is it. So I can put here my ISBN. I'll just put it in the right format, and that's it. Okay, brilliant. Something else about style. I recommend like this option of cream paper. It looks much better, way better than the white paper. So black and white interior with cream paper, 6 by 9 inches is fine, no bleed because you're uploading a Word document, and then you can choose whether you like your cover to be shiny or not. I do like shiny covers, so I am going to select glossy. Okay, there you are. And then we can start uploading for the first time our manuscript. This will take a while, so I'm going to cut the waiting times, but every time that you upload a manuscript and that you upload a cover, think that you need to wait them for 10 minutes or something like that before you can preview the result. So you can go for a cup of tea, then go back, then check what it's looking like, change things in the original document, re-upload, and so on. It may happen the same with the cover, because I designed it originally so that it would match the number of pages that I had in my document, but because that number will change when the manuscript is processed, then the cover might not be appropriate. So I may need to resize it or something. And as you can see, I've already skipped the time waiting, but you can see that there is this white bar under the cover, which means that the size is not correct. So I'll have to just adjust it after. Other than that, we're going to have a look at the manuscript, what it is looking like. And then it is important just to check the pages, whether the titles are on the right page. I like them all on the right page. And I've actually tried for it to be like this. Okay, that's working. That's fine. Then we've got the next page. Okay, that's actually starting here on the right. That's fine. You can see that the tabs are there, that the capital letter is there as well. Continue. Okay, that's starting also here on the right. That's great. We continue until we find the first error. You have to check everything here in the paperback. It's more important so than on the ebook. So let's go. First mistake here. this chapter should be on the right. So I'm going to have to add an extra page on the original. So I'll just have to take this into account. Going to go back to the original. For chapter 1, I'll have to watch in which page chapter 1 is going to start, and then go and add a page break basically, so that there is a new page. And everything works with page breaks, because if you just do spaces, there are more errors in the process. So what you need is always to add page breaks. There you are. Okay, so don't pay too much attention to the page number here anymore. Just we'll have to have a look at the page numbers in the Amazon preview tool. Those are going to be the pages of our printed book anyway. So I re-upload the cover as well, and then we'll have to wait 5-10 minutes, cup of tea, and then go back to it, and basically we'll reassess the situation. This is something you'll have to do a few times, so I'm just skipping most of it. Okay, for the cover, again, I'm going to download the new, with the new page count, the new size, and this way I'll just readjust the cover that I prepared with the graphic designer. So there you are. You can download these templates, one in PDF, one in JPEG, which is actually quite handy for Photoshop. Then you'll have to save it as a PDF, because this is the only format that KDP reads for the covers. But okay, here we are on Photoshop. I'm just going to resize this cover so that it kind of takes all the space of the new template. There you are. And I'm just going to save it as a PDF. So there, perfect. So first of all, as a Photoshop document, just in case I need to readjust it again, and then as a PDF. That's the one that we are going to upload. There you are. Perfect. There you are. Okay. Cover sorted. We re-upload. We wait 5-10 minutes. We preview. So now I'm going to skip a lot of attempts. This is a process that is just going on and on. So I'm just going to go to the final preview, okay, when we actually open it and actually everything is looking nice and the index is perfect and all the cover is perfect and all the chapters are on the page that they should be, and the index actually oh, there is another error here. Okay, well, in this case this is out of the printing area, so I'll have to still readjust this image that I put here as a heading of an email. So I'll have to readjust this, and I think that nothing else. So we are getting there, slowly, but almost there. So this is something I'll have to change in the original one. Another chapter that it's not in the right place. So I'll have to insert also a page break here, and then change the index again. Okay, so back to the original transcript. Okay, here we need to make sure that this is a page break rather than spaces. So I'm just making sure I insert a page break. That's good. Okay. Well, and now this is the final preview where everything is actually working and everything is in the right place and the page numbers match the actual chapters on the preview document. So this is already perfect. Therefore we move on and just can make sure that it's cream paper. You won't be able to change that afterwards. You'll be able to re-upload the manuscript if you find any mistakes or anything like that you know, like that you missed, but you won't be able to change the color of the pages, for instance. I want to sell in all territories, and same as in the case of the ebook, I want to maximize the distribution. Therefore, I'm going to click here, like I'm going to try to set the minimum price possible. So for the Spanish market, as a reference, it tells me that the minimum price is going to be this. Then the price is linked to the page number, basically. So if you have a very thick book, you have to put a high price. You don't have an option. So we give terms and conditions, and there you are. It will be there in 1 day or something like that. It will still take 1 or 2 days. We're going to skip these 1 or 2 days, and I'm going to show you what happens the day after. And it's that the day after, when you can already go to the Amazon, well, you receive an email, and then you can go already to the Amazon online website, and then you'll find that your book is there, both in Kindle and in paperback format. If you have an account in Authors Central, you can then add these new books to your author page. So here's where you can have your biography, you can have video, trailers, and so on, and a list of your books. And then you can upload, find your new book. And now it should come up. There you are. There you are. So I can click it, and see, I am the owner, and then it will show up on my page within 1 or 2 more days. So that would be the very last part of the process. I hope that you found this tutorial useful. For any questions, any comments, please feel free to comment down here. Any other tutorials you would like to see, please let me know. And if you liked the tutorial, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye!